here. This is the ribbon cutting or grand opening for the fishing trail at Lake Reidsville. And for most of you that may not know what this is, basically what it is, it's not a walking trail. It is not a true Blue Way trail. What it is, it's a series of 9 floats where they have underneath the buoys. Underneath the 9 buoys, there's an area that was established that will be a great fishing area in the future for bass. I'll be introducing the individuals here in a few minutes who took care of that. Also, just so you know, before we leave today, we do have refreshments. I have a little cinch bag here for everybody to take, says Lake Reidsville. And also, this is about the trail itself. Okay, so make sure you take some of these, spread these around and find out what's going on and about Lake Reidsville. Also over here, what we do is we have some pictures, photos, and other things that deal specifically with this. This venture is taken, I'd say, over a year and a half, basically because it takes time to get all the materials together. Half the project, well, 3/4 of the project was done by a scout and other organizations, the NC Wildlife Commission and the Bass. And then the other half was completed by all those other organizations except for the scout. And the scout is Hunter Martin, and we'll talk with him in a minute. First of all, what I'd like to do is I'd like to call up Councilwoman Sherry Walker to say a few words.
Fred, I talk so loud I probably don't need that, but
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna get up here anyway.
There you go.
First of all, I'd like to welcome you guys on this fantastic summer sunny day. No humidity. Fred, you pay extra for this.
Yes, I do.
Good, good. I know where some of our budget's going. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I was not that familiar with what's going on, but Fred has enlightened me. And Mr. Martin here, the hard work that you put in, thank you so much. I won't have time to go out today, but I hope to go out another day. On a different note, we've got Councilman Gorham here. Councilman Festerman had to leave, and Mayor Doniker sends his condolences. He cannot be here, but we are just so proud. Reidsville is growing, things are happening, and we are just very, very happy with this new endeavor. So thank you so much, and thank you and your Scout project. We are just indebted to you so much. Okay.
Thank you, Councilwoman Walker. What we're going to do, I want to remind you at the end here, we have a pontoon boat. We'll take you, whoever wants to go, up to see where some of the markers are, the buoys. So if you're interested, hang around after this is done, and we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, right now, I'd like you to introduce the scout who is responsible for most of this project and initiating and starting it. I got an email from this Hunter Martin, and he said, hey, I need to do an Eagle Scout project that I saw on the news. He did, that another organization had it. And you know, right at that time we were talking about, it's funny because we were talking about doing the same thing, so it all connected. It worked out perfect. So I'm going to introduce you to Hunter Martin. He's going to come up and speak a few words about his project.
Yeah, so as Fred mentioned, I believe I contacted him about September of 2017 and had seen a project that another Eagle Scout named Daniel had done on Lake Tomilex, and it had shown Bill and, you know, just kind of the whole premise and the idea of the project. And I thought it looked like an awesome project to me because I love bass fishing. You know, I really got into it after, you know, I got my license to go out all the time. So I really got into bass fishing. I enjoyed it. It looked like something that was neat. So I reached out to Fred. From there, we moved on. We started working with Bill and BASS. Started working with the Bass Association. Me and Bill spent a lot of hours out here on the lake actually going through and doing sonar mapping of the entire lake bed to find the most suitable locations that we could place these structures and kind of, you know, what the habits of the fish were and, you know, things like that, where we could place structures that would maximize, I guess, their effect or their effect. But I went out and I loved every minute of it. I enjoyed it. I learned a whole lot with Bill. Bill was a huge part in the whole process. Wouldn't have been able to do it without him. Thanks to everybody at NC Wildlife as well who came out, helped implement all these structures at the end. Had a great turnout. Loved every minute of it. We'll do it all over again.
Thank you very much. Now what I'd like to do is introduce Bill Frazier. He kind of spearheaded this whole thing. He's doing this in how many now, Bill? How many?
We have 4 installed and a 5th planned. It's in process.
So he's doing this, there are projects around the state. This is a great, fantastic project. A lot of the resources are supplied through donations, just like the Eagle Scout project, through the NC Wildlife Resource Commission and other things. The city also went and spent some of our resources on buying the buoys and other things. So I'd like to have Bill come up. He can tell you a little bit about himself and a little bit about this project and other projects. Come on, Bill Frazier.
Thank you, Fred. Good morning. I'll talk your ear off, but I'm not good in front of a microphone. So I'll try to explain this as best I can. North Carolina BSS Conservation Director. There are 42 conservation directors across the United States and Canada that deal with issues that relate to us all. BASS was one of the first organizations to get involved with the Clean Water Act and spearhead its passing at the federal level. So we have a huge commitment all the way across in all of our environmental resources. If you would like to see exactly what we're doing, if you go to the BASS Bassmasters website, there is a platform under Nation, is a heading at the top, and it will say Conservation under there. And we have a very spelled out set of brackets that we work in. This is one of them, habitat. As our lakes age, they tend to lose quality as a recreational fishery because, to put it as simply as possible, bass are the Larry the Cable Guy of the fish world. What they're looking for is a lazy boy to sit in where they can reach their refrigerator. And habitat is that refrigerator. So these buoys and these structures that we put down there on the bottom of the lake were very strategically located so that the bass are already going to be there, and all they do is help hold them there and make them easier to catch. It comes out of some of the best tournament science that there is out there. It's no secret that we spend an awful lot of time out there fishing. Some of us make a living at it. Unfortunately, I haven't quite gotten there yet, but I'm working towards it. But we appreciate the opportunity to help Reidsville. We saw this as a series of very distinct steps that we would be involved in. First is that it's a youth-led project, period. If there are no youth, there is no project. So when we talked to Fred, that was already pre-established. Second, we look at these small areas the same way that the council people and the leaders in your community do. It is a building opportunity. This is an economic plus. The idea came from the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. My mother lives in North Florida, and I was driving through Alabama and I saw these road signs, and I said, what is this? And they said, well, you can travel all over the state playing golf. And my brain kind of went to work on it and thought, wow, wouldn't it be nice if they could come to your small community and fish and use your campground and your rental boats? In the places we put them in, we focused on that so that these young people don't have to go out and fight weight boats and everything else. They can come and they can learn to fish and enjoy it and build on it for the rest of their life, because it is a life issue, okay? I hope that this works out. I think it is. We already have had one citation documented, and we think Lake Reidsville is an awesome opportunity to get out there and catch a trophy fish. So good luck with it. We appreciate being involved, and we thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill. Our last speaker today will be Miss Diane Sawyer. She's going to come up and for the chamber for the city of Reidsville.
Good morning. My name is Diane Sawyer, and I'm the president of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and we are delighted to be here today. Beautiful weather. We always joke about ordering up beautiful weather for a ribbon cutting, so we're glad that we were able to oblige today, Fred. Also, just the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, our mission is to be champions for our business community and for the city of Reidsville. And so we are just excited to be here and celebrate This is just one more thing that the city of Reidsville has to offer for folks who live here and for folks to travel here. It's a great tourism effort. It's a great parks and recreation effort. Thank you to all of you who played a part of this. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is being a part of Team Reidsville. So thank you for being a part of Team Reidsville and making this happen. And we are just excited to cut this ribbon today. And I'm going to let Fred direct us to where the best place is. And I guess we're going to have our council folks here cut the ribbon for us. So thank you for this. This is a huge effort and something else for us to celebrate today. So thank you guys.
Everybody come over. I think right here is probably the best shot. What do you think?
As long as you can see the lake, or do we need to move out a little bit?
Yeah, we can move out a little bit and see if we can
I'd say
get
maybe even
the
move
lake.
these chairs.
Okay.
So let's have. I'm gonna have.
Let me get my truck out.
Okay.
Let's have.
Okay, Hunter, you can hold on.
Probably right here. There. So if you will face this one, and then I'm gonna place them. So put you guys right here, kind of in the middle.
If we could turn them, turn what way? If we could turn them that way, the light's pretty good this way.
Get another one. Come on
Yeah.
over. I'm sorry.
Are they sharp?
I was trying to keep it quiet.
Just tell them, however, because I
That's what you wanted to do, so I let you do it.
So y'all, this way. Yep. Slide down this way.
We'll get Bill over here too.
Is that gonna work?
Yes.
And boy, that all looks short. Just made me look scared. You're just down here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, thank you.
You could have got the other way and it would have been taller.
Exactly.
See, now you're taller.
And then you're gonna play tug of war with Hunter, so that's what this is about. You gotta hold it really tight, and then you gotta hold it flat. And then you can just slide over a little bit more. All right. How does that look, or do we need to keep shifting?
Can you see the lake, sir?
Can you still see the light? Yeah, you can still see parts. All right, so we'll take a couple, we'll brush that off the shoulder. Take a couple pictures like this. All right, so y'all hold it and hold it flat, and Donald will get it way back in there. Yep. And then on three. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, everybody.
Whatever you want to do with these, you want to put them on the shelf?
Okay, we can do it. Thank you. We got some refreshments here. We're gonna be going on the boat ride. It's a boat at the end of the dock, so I don't know how many people want to go. You can start to congregate down there, and we'll go for a short ride. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Facebook viewers. Thank you for tuning in today as we are here to celebrate this wonderful occasion. We are just delighted that there continues to be things for folks to come and do at Lake Reidsville. This is just another example of things that we're doing for tourism reasons and for economic development. And so we're just excited to be here. And you guys come out and check it out. It's a pretty cool little trail. And I think we can have pictures up later of the maps and that information, and we'll tag all that stuff. So stay tuned for more info.